Hi, welcome to another 12 FPS at Toonkind. Welcome to Crash Course with me and Parf. I am playing Lore, my wonderful idiot, and I am, again, with the wonderful Awesome.
Oh, hi. Parf. I'm Parf. I'm bringing my funny, horrible Warforged Lumna to the table. She is so grouchy and so cantankerous, and hopefully she's going to not blow up at this poor sweet boy.
You say that, but he can also be an asshole.
True, true, true.
Yeah, maybe they'll bond over that.
He means well.
He means well, we sure hope. He really does. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Lumna, where do you find yourself?
Lumna is kind of just um wandering the uh fucking streets. I'm assuming this is like kind of midday, so
Mm-hmm.
she's probably either looking for freelance work or looking or trying to gather information. But currently she's just kind of wandering a bit aimlessly right now.
That is a mood, though. I love doing that. um, yeah, so as you're walking, you can try to roll perception. You'd have to roll really high, but I'm gonna give you the opportunity.
Oh, Lumna is
Yeah, because they might have good perception. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
that's a 10.
You know what? So is Lors, so no judgment.
Oh no, Lumna, she rolled a 10.
Oh, they rolled a 10. Perfect. Okay, yeah, no, you don't notice as suddenly what seems to be out of nowhere, someone just straight up crashes into you, and let's see how badly they crash into you. I smile.
Oh
Um,
boy,
look,
just
Laura's
bonk.
like all limbs.
Lumna like Lumna like turns her head to the side for a second and then just bonks full force.
They bonk full force. Somehow, as you bonk full force, this person managed to like somersault out of the way and catch you. Because I rolled a 23, a nat 20 on a dexterity save somehow.
Oh my god.
So,
Good job, Lore.
good job, Lore. You have troped your way into holding this person. I'm so
Congrats.
sorry.
She's going to uh push you off very roughly and go, "What the hell are you doing?"
I am so sorry. What I was doing was trying to make sure you did not fall. Are you good? I'm sorry. That was
She
a pure reaction.
she's I'm I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you, I guess. Um I guess I'm sorry for crashing into you.
Oh no, that was entirely my fault. I accidentally scene transitioned like straight into your person. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. Um,
He's going to blink at him. Lumna does not know how Einquell works.
Laura's still figuring
Um,
it out too.
I'm sorry, you what?
Laura is still figuring it out too.
Oh
Same
no,
boat.
oh no, she was saying, uh, she's asking him, I'm sorry, you what?
Oh, there's this thing called scene transit. It's a tune thing. Apparently, I have. Don't worry about it. I accidentally basically just like manifested and crashed into you, so that was kind of on me. He looks kind of nervous.
I, I guess. It's whatever. She's gonna actually look. It's whatever, kid.
How
She's like
how tall is Lumna again?
roughly 7 foot.
Oh gosh. This kid is looking at you like your height is amazing. He's only about 6 inches shorter than you, which, from what you can tell, he's a human. So that's kind of impressive. But the fact that you're taller than him puts near sparkles in his eyes.
Yeah. She's like, what are you looking at?
Oh, you're just really tall, and I think that's awesome.
I guess I am. Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.
She's kind of just gonna sigh. I guess this might as well be happening.
That sounds about right for Anglo.
Hello, I'm Lumna.
Oh, right.
Who are you?
I'm so sorry. He sticks out a hand, very friendly, and says, I am Lore, Lorem Choir Parif. You can call me Lore, or I guess whatever you like." Kind of shrugs with a smile.
She's going to like clasp his hand pretty firmly. Not shake it, just like clasp it, and then let go.
You get a pretty good clasp back, and same. He like went to start shaking it and noticed she wasn't, and just kind of, yep.
Um, so she's
That was a charisma
gonna.
save to know if he knew what to do in this situation, and he does not. That was a nat
It's
one.
okay. Laura, I'm so sorry. You have just stumbled across like the most antisocial bitch ever. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Lao exists.
So far it seems like Lau's more sociable.
Oh boy.
Yeah, to be fair, Lore
Lum-
kind of like ended up in his house the first time because of a plant horse, so he kind of had
True.
to associate.
Lumna's okay. You seem human, I guess. That's new for here.
Oh gosh, one moment. That was a one on what the fuck he's doing. So you see that this guy takes off his hat and starts fidgeting with it, and this, you know what Lore looks like, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this awkward flower child. He's trying.
He's trying so hard.
He's
I love
trying
him.
so hard. I hold you, Parf. He's trying so hard. It's not
He's
working.
trying so hard to be friendly.
To be friendly.
And he just has to deal with like she's really decided to just be a complete brick wall emotionally today.
Well, Lord does not notice that because he rolled a nat 1 on charisma. So, what's social stuff? What? um, he just kind of fidgets with his hat and he's like, yes, I am definitely human. And you can roll insight on that if you'd like.
Sorry, what did you say again?
Lore said, yes, I am definitely human. But he's fidgeting a lot, and you can roll insight on that if you so desire.
Okay, insight. Luna does not have very good insight.
This should not be a high DC because Lore rolled a nat 1.
Oh boy. Well, Luna rolled a 3.
Yeah,
She's not proficient.
that is still higher than a 1. Uh, you can tell that this kid seems unsure about that answer, and you don't know what the hell that means.
Oh boy. She is now curious.
Congratulations.
She's gonna be like, alright then. Fair enough. what brings you here to this
Oh, what brings
place?
me here? Again, he fidgets because, um,
Oh, I mean the continent.
oh,
She kind of waves.
he sighs and he's like, oh, the continent. He like looks down trying to think of how to phrase this, and
Oh,
I gotta, I gotta just roll something because
business holiday.
that was
You seem like the traveling type.
you can
Kind
roll
of.
for you can roll to contest that with an insight or investigation. That was
Oh,
deception
oh boy.
because Lore doesn't know how to get into this with a stranger.
Oh, that's very understandable. Lumna's really just trying to make small talk right now, so she's not. She's not like trying too hard, but also that's not a good insight.
You can also roll with advantage because of how I'm going to play this.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
one more. I don't think investigation fits this as a 10. Okay.
Okay.
So Lumna does not know what's going on,
Cool.
really.
She doesn't really know what's going on, but Lore, this person who you know as Lore, they don't seem to be lying, but the answer they give seems suspicious because they're just like, sometimes you just end up places.
She's gonna nod to that. I suppose you do. I guess the same could be said of me.
Oh,
If
really?
you'd like to roll insight on that,
Yes. Yes, I would. My insight for Lore is just yep, that's a nat one. Has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Laura, you have no clue what uh she is thinking.
Yeah, maybe we should have named this
Um,
Two Clueless Idiots.
so true. Lumna has literally a negative to charisma,
I'm laughing because
and
Lore has a +2 and still rolled a nat 1 earlier.
oof.
Because we're somehow on
Anyways,
the same page.
yeah, no, you don't really know what she's thinking. This is just like some lady in a massive suit of armor or something, and she is being as awkward as physically possible. You can feel the secondhand embarrassment from behind.
Yeah, same goes for Lore. He has no idea what he's doing. But the armor is cool as shit.
It is.
He keeps looking at it like, damn, that's good armor. um, yeah, so they're just kind of awkwardly standing there now. Um, Lore doesn't know what to do. He was trying to figure out how to get back to Billstown. He has no idea where he is. Um,
Uh,
so he kind of pipes up and he's like, do you know where we are by chance?
she's gonna she's let me think. Survival check to figure out exactly where they are in Villestown right now.
Sure.
That's the 4, 3. That's a 7. Sorry. You're in like just some kind of almost suburbia street, I think. Lumna's a bit lost right now. Uh, somewhere in Villestown. We could check the street names, but I'm not sure if that'd help you much.
That was a nat 20 to see if Lord knew what a suburb was.
Love, Laura, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, my baby.
I'm so sorry. You know what a suburb is.
Oh gosh. Oh shoot, I rolled in the nosebleeds. Don't worry, that's fine. Uh,
It's fine.
um, Laura's like, oh, so we're in Villestown? He looks hopeful.
Yeah, I'm staying here for now. Not much is going on.
I'm
She's
laughing.
just she's just gonna kind of shrug at him.
There's that wonderful moment of awkward silence before Laura just nods and says, "Well, I was trying to get to Villestown, so that's good. I am also." He like puts his hands on his hips awkwardly and leans back, just like, "I am also staying here, sort of."
These two are so awkward. Good to know, Lorem. Good to know. She's that's good to know. Do you know where you're staying? I could like walk you back or something.
Oh gosh, Laura just looks straight at you and says, "Nope, I don't, I don't, I do not know where I'm staying." He just looks down. His eyes are
Alright
just
then.
wide, just like, "Yep."
Okay, Lumna does not have minor illusion, unfortunately. At least I don't think she does.
Minor illusion.
Yeah, I don't think artificers can cast that. If they can, I'm going to fudge it and say that she has it prepared.
This is an
But I don't.
FPS. Yeah.
Yeah. First level. Nope, sorry. No minor illusion for artificers. Uh, actually, she's got tinkery stuff because artificers are funky like that.
I love it. Laura has
Uh,
artificers in his family, so I wiggle.
oh boy, delightful. So, I have not made enough use of this stuff to be honest. Magical tinkering.
Take your fine. Uh, what? Take your time. This is fine.
Um,
I'm having fun.
she's gonna like start. She's gonna like pull. She's gonna like lean down to the floor and like pull out what looks like possibly like some sort of tablet or whatever and tap it like tap on it a few times and then up like pops a map of the city. It's not super detailed, but like it's just like a pretty standard informational map with like names of districts and whatnot.
Uh,
And she's
you should roll insight really quick.
oh boy. Uh that's a 3.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you this, but Lumna, you do not notice as this boy is just hands on hips still looking at this thing that he has no idea what the shit is it is because he cannot read maps because of its curse. So he's just looking at this thing like, cool.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you recognize any like landmarks here or whatever?
Lord just looks up at you, just straight line face, and just says, nope.
She's oh dear. All right then. Do you know anyone in the city?
Yes, I do. The problem is finding them. He just looks down again.
She's gonna like cock her head at that. I I suppose that would be a challenge.
He just sighs and says, "You have no idea."
Hmm.
He's just kind of like shoulders slumped, just big sigh, kind of comedic, just.
Would you like to walk with me for a bit, see if you recognize any places or whatever? We can't just like have some poor youth lost on the street.
Lorem just can't help but laugh when you say some poor youth on the streets. And he's like, I mean, you're not wrong. You don't understand why that's really funny. And I don't know how to explain. But it is really funny.
She's just gonna look at him oddly before continuing.
Are you okay with the potential of getting very lost? He kind of says nervously.
She's gonna blink at him. I don't tend to get lost.
Well, you might find a different story today. He kind of like holds up a finger and looks away.
Oh boy. If Lumna gets sent to Super Hell for this is going to be so funny.
Super hell?
That's a joke.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, is that a place I don't know?
No,
there's a hell Michigan, so you never know.
No, it's a joke. It's like getting sent to EVDP.
I don't know what that is, but I trust you. So.
Okay. It's just like it's just vanished to the nether realms, like lost horribly.
Wonderful.
It doesn't really mean anything besides getting sent somewhere bad.
Wonderful. I don't play a lot of video games, and I feel like that's part of the reason I don't know what the fuck is going on at all.
Oh, that's very valid. Don't worry. This isn't a video games thing. This is just a meme thing.
Man, I need to get back on social media. I miss so many memes, and then I'm just like, what is happening? Anyway, yep, that's what Lore says.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll be able to find my way back if we get lost.
I sure hope so. He says kind of anxiously. And this kid looks really guilty.
It's fine. It's not like there's anyone waiting for her.
Oh, ow, Lumna, sweetheart. I know you're not okay, and I don't know what to do about it.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. I hold up Lore. You can't really do anything about this mess either.
Yeah. She's just like, it's fine. If I get lost, I get lost for a while. It'll make things more difficult, but I'll be able to find what I'm looking for wherever.
We're just kind of...
Probably.
When you say getting lost for a while, he just kind of nervously laughs at that in his same awkward pose, because, oh boy, is he sure trying.
She's like, what are you laughing about?
I am laughing. He just kind of looks down.
I won't be mad. Just
he just kind of looks off, trying to figure out how to talk about this. He's been trying to be better about not just spilling his guts to random people, but this seems like something that might be good to inform the person who wishes to walk with him and could end up who knows where. So he just kind of thinks, and he's like, I get lost chronically and very, very badly, and it tends to affect the people I am around. And he just kind of looks back at you apologetically.
She's Internally, she's like getting to the point where it's like, is this kid okay? Does this kid like need to see a doctor or someone?
Probably.
But like externally, she's like, all right then. Um,
He has like the face of this is fine.
well, I can't just let you stay lost on the streets of Villestown, can I?
Again, he kind of tries not to laugh because, again, to him, this is hilarious, but in a way where he's tired because he's like, that's what's been happening. He doesn't say this, but he's like, that's what's been happening.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Laura.
Like,
She's
it's fine. I'm so sorry.
she's probably gonna she's probably just gonna like nod and be like, okay, it's roughly this way to the city center. Decent chance we'll run into something if we head this way.
He just smiles. He's like, oh, we'll probably definitely run into something. And he just kind of sighs comedically again.
Well, it's something besides me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. He just kind of.
Alrighty then.
He just,
So,
he looks at you kind of tired, serious for a second. He's like, I sure hope you do not get motion sick.
I don't have an ear to. She's gonna like not quite blink at that. She's gonna like do a double take and then go, wait, that needs explanation.
Well, there's a good chance that we might see transition again, and it has the effect on me, at least, of making me not feel so great because I am not used to going that fast.
Oh, uh, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah,
It should be fine. She's
I sure
gonna
hope so.
just, like, wave that off. Maybe she's having some doubts, but right now she's too much in a self-righteous mood of I'm going to get this pecking child home. She wouldn't say pecking, she doesn't use tune swears. She'd be much more fast.
Lore has learned what that means, and he will use it more often. He likes collecting swears.
Good for him. Good for him.
He's an adult. He can swear when he likes.
Yeah, that's good for him.
Yeah, roll survival.
Lumna, you have proficiency in survival. Please don't let me down again. Well, that's a 15.
Okay. Perfect. Alright, so kind of how I do this recently is I take whatever lore rolls and subtract it from whatever somebody else rolls, and I use that number.
Oh boy.
So that's a 2. Which is pretty good. Kinda. It's not really, actually, I lied. So the lower lore rolls, the better that the other person does helping him. And so you find that, you normally have a pretty good sense of direction, Lumna, but you find that despite that, for whatever reason, you seem to be in the suburbs for a uncomfortable amount of time. And you swear you've passed this house like 3 times. The number is the same. It looks the same. And as you're doing this, you look down, and as you look up, you feel like a rush of motion, and you can make a dex save.
All right. I should clarify that the thing about motion sickness is accurate because
Yeah.
what she was like about going to clarify this, so decided not to. Since she's a robot, she doesn't have an inner ear, so she just physically can't get motion sick.
I love that. I pat her. You're not missing out on anything.
Yeah, she's seen sea sickness before. She'd rather not.
Yep. It's not fun.
Unfortunately, she rolled a 7 for reflex, so she's still gonna fall the fuck over.
Yeah, no, you look up and there's a tree and you crash straight into it. That tree was not
Jeez.
here. You were in the middle of the road.
Oh boy. Is that what you're talking about? She's gonna look around to make sure you're still there.
He's like face down in the ground.
If she could blink, she'd just be like blinking at you in concern. Hey, kid, are you okay?
He completely beefed it. He rolled a 2.
Oof.
Plus 3, which is a 5. That's still not great. So he kind of just like hops up and wipes his face off of dirt and sighs, and he's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, no, it is. I gotta roll Constitution at disadvantage with him. He has good Constitution, but he doesn't when it comes to motion sickness, because he's from like classic D&D town, and the fastest he's ever gone is like as fast as he can run.
Oof.
Oh, I guess his Constitution save is higher than that, but I'll just roll straight on because this is his gag.
This is gag.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, that's an 8. He looks pale
Oof.
and queasy.
Poor boy. Lumna's gonna. I don't have medicine on me.
He just kind of gives a weak thumbs up and he's like, mm-hmm.
She's gonna just spit it out. It's better than leaving it in your mouth.
What? Sorry, say that again.
Just spit it out. It's better than having it in your mouth.
No, I haven't done anything yet, but he kind of like goes Pleh, and there is like grass in his mouth.
Oh, it's just grass. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I've gotten better at not actually throwing up. It doesn't make the queasy go away though.
That's understandable. She's gonna like rifle through like this pouch she has. She's probably gonna come up blank. She doesn't have much in there. Certainly doesn't have food in there.
You can try to roll for medicine.
Oh, she has good medicine. I say good medicine, I mean okay medicine. She's not a rogue, so proficiency means nothing.
It's okay. Laura's medicine is a +0, which is better than a negative, but still.
Yeah. She has a +3, which is alright, but like
That's pretty good. Look, for a Warforged who doesn't actually have to usually roll for medicine, that's pretty good.
oh, she has to roll for meds.
Like on themselves, because I guess it would be like they're not fleshy.
Yeah. True. True. Anyways. She's gonna look around. Are they still in the suburbs, do you think?
Not at all. You think this has the potential of being a park or a random part of the woods?
He's good at telling the woods, unless it's a stupidly big park.
It could potentially be a stupidly big park. You know that Einquill sometimes has those for comedic purposes. Like, you know when you watch a cartoon and like for miles in the background it's just like hills and trees, it's that gag.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That explains things. Lumna is still baffled by this.
Lors has rolled onto his back and is like looking up at the sky, resigned.
Oh boy, that didn't work, did it?
No, no, it did not.
She's gonna sigh. Food will be an issue, but if you'd like, if we can't get you back, you can just like camp out with me for a bit until you get lost.
That probably shouldn't be too much time, but I do have a 10, so he shrugs.
Does anyone know how to find you?
Well, he kind of winces. He's like, not exactly. He kind of like holds his chin, while still like just lying sprawled out on the ground. I can send letters to people, so that kind of helps. But it doesn't really help if you don't know where you are. He just kind of looks at you and winces.
That would do it.
Yeah, it definitely does it.
She's gonna sit down next to the tree and oh boy. What you gonna do?
Are they asking Lore that?
No, she's, that's me at her.
Just double checking.
I'm, like, wiggling her in my brain right now. You're stumped, aren't you, ma'am? Unfortunately, she's also very stubborn and does not need to sleep very long, ever. So she's, eventually just gonna stand up and be like, alright then. Should we try again?
Lore sighs and he's like, we can sure try. And a quick question: is there any way, anywhere you actually want to end up for any reason? Because you can.
So true. Oh boy. Probably in Villestown, just because like I've got some other games like plotted out, other FPSs planned there.
Perfect.
But also
Okay, really quick, make a history roll. I have some potentially just funny thing.
she's not proficiency in history, but
It's just
history is intelligence, right?
history's intelligence, but you can roll with advantage because of what you would see.
Oh, Luna's an artificer, she knows so much, but also I will roll with advantage just for funnies.
Well, this is kind of obvious, so hopefully. Yeah, no, you cannot see a mountain range from Villestown.
Oh boy.
So that's fun.
Oh god damn it, we're not in Villestown, are we?
No. No, probably not. From what I know, those mountains are from the middle of the continent. And Laura just kind of points with his thumb and looks at her apologetically. So we're probably closer to there. We can try to get back to Villestown. I have been trying to get to Villestown for... What day is it?
Oh boy, Lumna should know this. I don't know this.
In real world,
Oh
it would
boy.
be the same day, I think, is how they do it.
All right. Uh, Friday,
Ah,
29th of April.
so he like holds out a hand and he's like, a few days?
Are you okay, kid? Have you been like eating enough?
I do have food, and I have a place to stay on the go. In a manner of speaking, I am good at camping. And he just kind of smiles. But as for the okay part, honestly, I do not know anymore. And he just kind of looks up at the sky.
All right then. That's good to know. At least you're being honest with me.
I am not very good at lying, so yeah.
She's just gonna nod to that.
He just gives a tired thumbs up.
All right then.
And sorry, I'm laughing because I'm holding my head because in theory you would be like on the other side of the mountains, in like the Jesnep kingdom.
Ew.
Just for
Oh
funny
boy,
laughs.
interesting.
Because scene transitioning, this is why Lore can't fucking get anywhere. Is because if he thinks too hard about where he's going, he ends up farther away from it. Uh,
Laura, I'm so sorry. Have you considered not thinking?
he that's how he gets anywhere. Is he finally doesn't think hard enough about it, and he ends up getting there. But it's really tricky to try to not think about where you're going while you're trying to get somewhere.
Better not let Lumna figure out that you thinking too much is the reason you get lost so easily. She'll just knock you the fuck out and then walk to the place herself.
You know what? He hasn't tried that. It's not a bad idea. Not right now, but that's hilarious. I'm like, would that work? That might work. Maybe. I gotta consider that. He would be hard to knock out, though. Gosh. I'm looking at his stats. This is the one thing he's competent at. Yeah, Laura eventually stands up, brushes himself off, sighs, and he's like, cool. I think we can just start walking, and my thing will do the rest. And he just tiredly finger guns. So you can roll survival again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Lumna, let your proficiency in this finally work out to your advantage. Oh boy. That's not great.
Would they roll?
It's not like awful, it's just not as good as I'd like.
Oh dear. So that's a 7, because 7 minus 14 is 7, unless my math is wrong, which it usually is.
No, it's right.
Okay, cool, because
It's
I'm
not.
like, wait, 2 odd numbers making an even number. And I'm like, gosh, admitting how bad I am at math.
It's valid, you're good at art, but that's more impressive than being good at math.
I pat your shoulders. Art is just weird math.
So true.
Dealing with weird line optical illusions and hoping people get it. It's like if psychology and math had an artistic baby.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is a hand! And you're like, oh yeah, that's a hand. But it's really just weird marks on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too hard about this again. Okay. Zoning out, thinking too hard about how lines on paper make images. Anyway, yeah, so you start walking, and very quickly you feel that rush motion again, and you can make a dex save.
Well, she's prepared for this now, hopefully, although
Yeah, you
she's
can
not
roll with
really.
advantage if you're prepared because it's Lumna. In my brain, they'd be
Yeah.
prepared.
She is a
Mm,
snot and also very paranoid. So that's not helpful. That's a 4.
that's a 4.
Despite her preparedness,
You are more. Mm,
she's got an 11 and a 4, so
you
her
are.
preparedness is not really paid off.
Well, it kind of does. Kind of what happens is you are more prepared, and so you still kind of run into a building, but you catch yourself and kind of do like a wall push up.
Yeah,
uh, yeah.
she barely runs into a building.
Yeah. Lore,
At least she
however,
does not leave.
you hear a thud next to you, and then like another thud, and you see Lore holding his nose, and he's like, "Ow."
She's. Are you okay, kid?
Yeah, don't worry, it
Physically.
heals pretty quickly. Physically, probably too well. And he just puts his arms down and looks up at the sky again and sighs. You can
These are
roll
good.
insight on that if you want.
Oh boy.
Look, Lore has figured out a lot recently. The last FPS he had was with his found family uncle who helped him put
Oh
some
yeah,
pieces
that
to.
one.
Yeah, and so that's what he's trying to get home from. And he's just had this a time.
Sorry, Lore.
Yeah,
Lumna cannot help you with anything emotional.
yeah, no, Lumna is just like, okay, cool. There's probably something. I don't know what, so we're moving on.
I don't know what's up with this sad tall child.
Look, he is very tall and has no money.
He is very tall and has no money.
Yep. He just kind of sits up, and you kind of see the red mark on his nose disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah,
That's weird for a human.
yeah. She's gonna stare at that, kind of squinting. You can't tell she's squinting. She's just a helmet.
Just a helmet. All I
Yeah.
imagined is Alphonse.
She probably huh?
I'm just like, all I saw was Alphonse, like Alphonse Elric from FMA.
Oh,
Just squint.
perhaps. She probably. I might actually draw out her um AI form at some point.
That'd be
'Cause
so
that's more
cool.
what she actually looks like, but like she doesn't show it much. She's
Nice.
too paranoid.
Look, understandable considering this gal can use tactical knives. There are probably reasons to be paranoid.
Possibly. Mostly she just has she mostly just has 1 million mental illnesses.
Oh, dang, over 9,000.
So true.
Ultimate power.
She's so powerful. She collects them for sport.
That's what she has. Anyway, you look around. This isn't the suburbs, but it's definitely a town, and it looks like UPA.
She's gonna like close enough.
We're just tired.
Oh, I just got that. Laura's trying survival checks, but it makes things worse.
Yes, the better he
I just
rolls,
got this
the
text
worse it
message.
gets.
Lumna is just going to at some point hex him. She can't actually do that, but like she's
That'd be
going to.
hilarious.
Lumna VC hold still bonks him to knock him out.
You know that thing where what you do when you put on a blindfold and spin somebody around before they try to hit a pinata?
Yeah.
That'd probably work. Make the boy dizzy and then start walking.
Yeah. At some point she might just give up and start carrying him.
That would be so hilarious. Anyway, you can try again, or you can take a second to think about the situation.
Lumna is going to be like, okay, stay here. I'm going to go find someone. Uh,
Cool.
are there like buildings around?
Yes. Yes, there are. You're in like a weird downtown area. Laura will just sigh and be like, okay, just so you know, if you go to find someone and you can't find me again, it was very nice to meet you. And he just sighs.
She's gonna nod to that. Fair enough.
He's
Have a
like,
good day.
he's like, cool, I'll sit here for a little bit. And he just kind of sits down, pulls out his backpack, sighs, and starts writing down. And he's like, oh, right, do you like letters?
She's gonna blink at that. I don't know.
Would you like to try?
I suppose letters are
Cool. Oh,
really hypothetical. Uh,
Laura
out of
pulls
character for a
out.
second.
Yeah.
Lumna has never really received letters.
I finger gun at you. Guess what Laura does? He has one thing. It's letters.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Mm.
hold out a card with his name on it, and he's like, "Well, since you've met me, if you ever write a letter and you write my name on it, and just uh, it eventually finds me, you can just kind of like place it down anywhere." He shrugs, looking exasperated.
She's gonna nod to that. I suppose
Yeah.
that I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, you don't have to pretend it doesn't. He just looks at you blank faced, like completely matter of fact, like, nope, it doesn't really.
Okay. Just
It makes even less sense
straight
that
up
it has to do with cats.
Lumna's just straight up gonna do an arcana check.
That's
Lumna
hilarious.
is like, I know magic. As far as I can tell, your magic, this lines up.
Roll an arcana. You can also roll a religion check.
Lumna isn't proficient religion.
Yep, they can do both if they want to, though.
Okay. So for the arcana, I rolled good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then for the religion, I rolled not so good.
Oh, that's good enough. So for the arcana, you try to get a read on this kid as you take this piece of paper with his full name on it, which is Lorem Choir Parif. It's choir spelled with a Q U, not like a singing choir. And I'm just gonna let you know this because I think it's funny if you know a little bit about printing because robots. Anyway, you know that that's a certain amount of stack of paper, about 25 sheets, is a choir. His name is a printing pun. Parif is also the swoop you do at the end of a name.
Yeah.
And then Lorem eps him because I can. um, but you know that there's you find it almost too weird that when you try to get a read on this kid, it comes back as, "Yep, this is definitely a human."
He's gonna
And once you push past that a little bit, you can kind of sense that, like, oh, this kid has weird vibes, unintentionally telling people that. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. This is probably some sort of god shit.
Lumna does not like god shit, sorry.
Yeah, no,
Lumna
Lorem doesn't
has
either. Not at this point. He's really done with it.
I'm so sorry, sweet not really summer child. I'm sorry, sweet boy.
He can be a summer child. Look at what he's wearing.
So true.
Yeah, so that's fun because something about this kid is like purposely winking at people, like, no, this is definitely a human. Elbow nudge.
Yeah,
Finger
she's
guns.
gonna sigh and be like, Ugh, "You're a mess, aren't you?"
Oh,
Like, not
yeah.
like,
Oh no, that's accurate. He just kind of like shrugs, like, no, that is definitely a thing, and just kind of stares off.
I'm debating whether or not Lumna is going to pull out Identify on this. I think she might.
You can definitely. I don't. Has anyone tried identify? It might have in the past, but things are different now for reasons.
Oh boy. Basically, when cast on a human, it just, or not a human, like
On a
a
person.
creature, it just tells you like what spells they're under. It's usually used for like magic items and stuff.
I pulled it up and I'm reading through it.
Yeah.
Okay, for the recording, just in case, it is a level 1 spell. It is Divination. It takes about 1 minute to cast. It is a touch spell. And you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Yeah.
How do you go about casting the spell?
Uh, she's not technically gonna touch him. She's just gonna maintain close, whatever to him. She might like, she's gonna ask first because she's feeling polite.
Wonderful. Yeah, Laura's just gonna
Um,
be like, oh, yeah, sure. Here, and kind of holds out his hand. Because Laura has been researching spells, even though he can't use them, and he remembers what Identify does.
yeah. She's going to, reach kind of into her neck, sort of. Not like all the way, just like a normal human could probably do this. And she's gonna pull out a cable, and then she's gonna reach into her pocket, like her pouch with her other hand, root around her a bit, and then pull out like sort of a cuff thing. Like, not like a handcuff,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
like technology sort of deal, I'm guessing.
yeah. Like it looks kind of like a handcuff, except it's not like locked or anything. It's like kind of like
hmm
with like a medical
Yeah, like
pressure
a
sense.
blood pressure cuff kind of deal.
Yeah. And she's gonna like clasp that around his wrist and plug the thing in from her neck.
Laura's just looking at that, looking back at her, looking back at this, and it's just kind of like, huh. And Laura, you're gonna roll intelligence really quick, my boy. Do you know what the fuck is going on? Or actually, or Arcana. Let's roll Arcana, because your Arcana's a... No, that's a 7. You don't know what the fuck is happening. You're just gonna trust it, aren't you, boy? Yep. The fact that nobody's killed
Yeah.
you yet, I pat you.
Yeah. It's okay. Lumna's not going to kill him. She would feel bad.
Oh, whoops, killed a lost child. That's probably not great. Moves on.
Anyways, uh
Yeah, you cast that. Do you want to roll for that, or I can just go off at the 22 from earlier?
probably that.
Okay.
Just
Um,
like this is like,
so how does Arcana work with like religious magic, like
oh
divinity?
boy, I don't really know, to be honest.
Mm.
Uh Actually, now that you mentioned that, I think she's probably gonna actually um be, this is kind of out of her field, but she is going to try to check on the um
Okay, yeah, no, I googled it a little bit. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is only a level one identify, but it's enough to tell you that it's weird the lack of information you're getting. You know how like when you it's like the concept of knowing something isn't there but not what,
Yeah.
like
So something's missing.
yeah, like the surprise of lack of information, even if you had like passively been looking or quote unquote rolled low, you would have gotten something. This is weird. The amount of not things you're getting.
This is like if you took an X-ray of someone and there was just black.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's no broken bones, but where are the bones?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, yep, everything's fine. Wait a minute.
So she's just gonna be like, wow. Wow, all right then.
Or just
She's gonna like
yeah.
move the cup, shove everything back into place, and be like, kind of like staring at him like, damn kid.
Yeah, I will give you one thing with a 22. You know that their eyes are definitely enchanted. I mean, they're bright purple, and he's supposedly a human. And you know that the kind of enchantment, you're not exactly sure what the flip it is, but it has like a fear factor to it.
Oh boy.
And that's weird. You know they're not supposed to be purple, that this is an outside effect. Um, but you don't know what the fuck. This kid's weird.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, all right then. I guess I can't really help you any further without knowing where we are. I'm gonna go check if you'd like to come with me. Otherwise, I suppose I'll be seeing you if you disappear.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'll walk with you just one more time, and if that doesn't work, I will probably just let you not be lost. He shrugs. I can at least try to get you back to Villestown. Because I'm guessing that would be quicker to walk with me than find a transportation circle of some sort. I hear those are kind
Oh,
of expensive.
I just walk places.
That's fair, so do
It takes
I.
a while.
He just
It
kind of
takes a
smiles.
while, but like I'm good at walking.
That's a mood, though. Lore just kind of thumbs up and he's like, I am also good at walking, just not getting places.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I wish I could say I'm getting used to it, but it keeps. Do you know what the rule of funny yet is? Are you from Mindquill?
No, I
Oh,
can take guesses.
look out for that shit. It's not. Yeah, no, it does not matter where you're from. If you're in Einquell, suddenly you are. He just kind of laughs and shakes his head. Suddenly, Toon rules kind of start applying to you, and one of them is the rule of funny, meaning if it's a gag or anything that might be funny outwardly, it probably has a higher chance of happening. Like, he points at the wall, running into a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty difficult to do that normally.
I mean, I would think it happens a lot in Ninquell, though. I don't know. I see like somebody do it like at least 5 times a day. Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, we can do one more survival roll, and I'm gonna roll with disadvantage, um, because I can. Oh no, that's a nat one. Yeah, no. Wherever you want to go, I'm gonna say you can get there, but I am curious what you roll.
Okay. She's gonna. No, that's a 5.
You get roll with advantage,
Yeah.
because Lord got Bonkus of the Conkus.
That's a fucking 13.
You know what? With a nat 1, I'm gonna say that's good enough because it's a nat flippin' 1.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, where would Lumna like to go?
Probably to like city center Billstown.
Wonderful. I'm gonna say that you get that same rush of suddenly moving very quickly, and this time you don't run into anything. And let's see what Lore does. Um, how you doing, my boy? 16. This time he like skids and catches himself before he hits the wall, and he's like, "Ha! Not this fucking time."
Good for him.
Yeah, and you're right in front of the painted lady.
She does not really know what that is, but she's like, cool.
Lore's like, "Oh, I know this place. I don't actually know if you eat or not. Some people don't. I've met recently." He kind of holds his chin and looks down, trying to not think about that too hard, and shakes his head. He's like, "Well, if you do, that place has good food, and you're more likely to meet crazy people there." He kind of looks at it. Maybe, maybe don't go there.
He's gonna like sheepishly go, I think this is the kind of people I'm looking for.
Oh, well then perfect. He points at it and he's like, there is a barista there. They are a little scary. Never mind that. Apparently they're not that scary to other people. Just ignore that last part. He looks at you very seriously.
Lorem beloved.
Look, he has barista phobia. It became a gag.
I should listen to that game.
It is full of emotions, but it does have a few funny parts, but it is higher angst, heads up. But the one after it is very fluffy.
Alright, good to know.
Yes. So, yes, you have made it to the outside of the Painted Lady, which luckily Lore can kind of navigate to minis from there, hopefully without too much problems, because he's starting.
He doesn't get lost again.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get lost again.
Lumna's just gonna be like, alright, it's been good meeting you, kid.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can stay in touch. No promises.
Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. I might just send you random crap every once in a while. I think it's fun. Like, you do like drawings of shit?
She's gonna blink. I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll find out. And he smiles really big.
Oh boy. Lumna does not know what a care package is, and she is about to begin receiving them, and she is not prepared.
You are not prepared. Prepare for pressed fucking flowers and a kid who doesn't know how color palettes work.
It's okay, she doesn't either.
Yeah, it's okay. The contrast is great. The colors,
Yeah.
But yeah, probably near the end, Lore is going to wait in the Painted Lady and probably write me to me like, "Can you come get me?"
Sweet, good to know. I'm glad Lore got where he's going, I think.
Kind of.
Hopefully. Lumna's generally happy about this. She's
awesome.
Achieved something, which is very, very good for her, honestly.
Congratulations, you have helped a cursed child get to a cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, any closing thoughts on this fun little shenanigan?
That was very good. I like him a lot.
It was very fun. Oh gosh, yeah, I love the idea that they both walk in and they expect it to go different ways, and then it's like you say goodbye and then you walk the same way.
Oh yeah.
And so
they
just sit in different booths awkwardly, waiting for shit to happen.
It's a shame that Lumna doesn't consume things because, like, I don't know. I think she deserves to just have a nice drink of coffee after this.
Definitely deserve a fucking cup of coffee after this. She ran into a tree.
Yeah,
That's just mean.
yeah. Tell you what, she'll like no, she's too tired. She's just gonna like she's just gonna like walk into the cafe and look around for a bit.
Yep, this sure is a cafe.
Actually, she might order a water.
Nice.
She does need water.
To get the largest effing water ever. It's Toons.
Yeah.
It's like those office water things for coolers. It's beautiful. Anyway, I think we just kind of close out on Lumma with their giant water. Very satisfied. Don't worry, it's on the house. It's water. And
Yeah.
Lord just face down on a booth, tiredly writing their sister to please come get them because they're very lost.
Poor Lorem.
Poor Lorem. And that's where we end with Crash Course. Crash Course for sure, because, you know, they ran into
Yeah.
shit and were hilarious.
There were so many crashes.
So many crashes. Anyway, thank you for all who are listening into the future. And we had someone for a little bit, but we hope you enjoy this. They finally met. I'm very excited about this. A Warforged is going to learn what a care package is and what questionable colors put together are. Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for listening, past and future listeners.
Yes.
And I guess, strictly speaking, past, because there's no other.
Yeah.
There was a past one.
There was a what?
There was a past one.
There was a past one.
I appreciate Comet so much.
I appreciate Comet as well. Shooting star, quite literally. Well, have a great time zone, and I hope everybody enjoyed our shenanigans. Have a good time. Bye.
Yep. Bye.